Hi everyone, so this is the final version of the LedMax in design and 3D print. So this was the previous version and it was just 3D printed on a printer, but then we had to get a better printer to print those kind of details. So we use an online service, 3D Voxel. It's an Italian service for 3D printing. They have an HP printer that is capable of pretty sick details, and so this is the final version. All the cables are inside apart from this little blue cable that is the temperature sensor that's behind this panel and this panel. So this is just for sensing the temperature and adjusting the fan speed. So we have 4 fans in both sides that just blow air inside. Everything of this will be covered with a plastic shell, outside shell, so it's going to be fine regarding the temperature. Now the panels are running a little bit hot on the hot side, so we'll call it 70 degrees max temp on the central area. Since the fan blows from this side, those are the coldest, and this one seems to be the hottest one. So the temperature sensor is behind this one and this one, or not, I suppose this one and this one here, yeah. Regarding the software, we are still running the same Gladiator as before, but we made a different kind of approach. So instead of generating the graphics onto it, we just use it to mirror the screen from a second monitor to the mask itself. So I'll show you briefly what it does. So here we have the 220 volts 400 watt power supply that supplies 48 volts to this supply that is mounted on a GoPro chassis mount. So it's on the back. We use 48 volts because we need to run a long wire to the mask, and if we were using 5 volts we had to use very thick cables, and also we will have a significant drop in voltage to the mask instead. And this way we just have 100 millivolts max drop to the mask. That is awesome, because then we can run thin wires for the panels. So I'll attach the USB and the power cycle began. So if first initialize the first half of the mask, then the second half, so the power supply doesn't go in surge protect. We also control the supply on the power supply, so there is a microcontroller with data, and we monitor current and power supply, and we can also choose if we want to turn on or off the power supplies. It's for security, so if you unplug the main cable, all the supplies goes down, and so we can select the serial port, and now we are casting the screen to the mask. Sorry for the flipping, it's a problem we are having. I don't actually know how to fix it right now, because it will involve to mess up the settings on the panels, and it's working. You just need to flip the video. So for now it's going to be like this. So if I hit play, the frame rate of the video is different from the actual frame rate to the mask. We are pushing between 8 to 11 frames per second to the mask. Why? Because Gladiator, it's pretty much old, and if you see at output, it only supports 1.5 megabyte max speed. So we are running at the maximum speed of the serial we can actually use. Our platform will go up to 5 megabyte, but Gladiator is not doing that, so we are running a little of